Now to some security matters. In a renewed vigor and intensified clearance operation against the armed bandits in the northwest states, troops of the Joint Task Force Northwest Operation Hadari Daji have again neutralized 2 terrorists and rescued 5 kidnapped victims in Zamfara. This was achieved during a coordinated clearance operation at terrorist enclaves at Tugan Gama, Tugan Hausawa, Tugan Nabaru, Yarsabia, and Daji Yanayin Kari in Anka local government area of the state. Authorities of Operation Hadari Daji say troops had an encounter with the terrorists and neutralized 2, while others escaped with gunshot wounds. Our troops also responded to a distress call on armed bandits' attack on Yakoria community in Wuya district of Anka local government, or local council rather, where some persons were abducted. Troops' superior firepower forced the terrorists to abandon the kidnapped victims and flee. Amid the security challenges facing the country, the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, has urged Nigerians to be patient with the President Bola Tinubu-led government. Ribadu, a retired Assistant Inspector General of Police, said the new administration, upon coming on board on the 29th of May, inherited a tough period. Speaking on the theme, stimulating economic growth, technological advancement, role of the media, Ribadu said what the country needs is the cooperation of all to ensure the federal government eliminates all forms of insecurity in the country. Noting that there has been a lot of improvement in the security situation of the nation, the NSA insisted that all hands must be on deck to surmount security challenges. Earlier on, Inko Taria Ipalibo, a security expert, joined us to further discuss this.
To give an assessment or you want to make such a statement, there should be visible indices that will show to the world that there is a relative improvement in terms of security in the country. We have not seen that lately. Well, as a country, we have been bedeviled with several security challenges. However, in recent times, the most prevalent security challenge is banditry and kidnapping. As a matter of fact, it has been on the rise. So, we've not seen any form of decline in banditry or kidnapping lately. A protracted and consistent state of bad governance that has led to unemployment and corruption, which has generally caused poverty. So the people are unemployed, they are poor, and for some of them that are shallow-minded, they take laws into their hands and they perpetrate crime. Grossly ineffective because most times they pay lip services to addressing security problems, and security problems are real problems that should be handled very decisively. They've not shown the political will to solve the security problems that the country is.
Now, the Nigerian Institute of International Affairs and the Korea Institute for International Economic Policy have held a session on national strategies to address security challenges in the continent. The discussions were aimed at addressing the complex nature of threats ranging from terrorism and piracy to cybercrime and climate change around the world. Ni Omoni reports.
Conflict and instability have been on the rise in many parts of the world, and Africa has not been spared. Issues ranging from terrorism to climate change to regional tensions pose security threats that African nations must navigate. Nigeria and South Korea share a common vision of promoting peace, security and development in Africa, hence this seminar.
Korea represents the power of partnership, not so much on one country leveraging on the other, but of two countries coming together, to do things that are mutually beneficial. Korea's ties with Africa are win-win ties, So it's about what, Korea and Nigeria and Africa, can do to support each other to get stronger.
Speakers emphasized that traditional notions of national security are no longer adequate and that a comprehensive approach is needed.
You need to drive your foreign policy to promote your ideas. One way of driving it, which is very important, is to mobilize a multilateral effort. That is, all your regional, your neighbors, in fact, the AU, get the AU to speak with one voice about world peace, about security. so that they are not singing discordant tunes. Once there is some pressure, then the world will listen. But Nigeria alone cannot do much because people are not even seeing what we can bring on the table. What can you bring to the table? And that is the nature of power.
In all these security challenges, African countries will need to take the lead, working together where possible through regional institutions.
The AU is working very hard, especially in the area of peace and security. We have Agenda 2063, which is like the manifesto for African development. And all of these things will be work in progress.
You need to work on that. Develop your economy, develop your people, and then have a strong, consistent voice.
Efforts to stimulate the economy and improving governance system contribute to the overall development of a country.
While external support can be helpful, African-led solutions will be most sustainable and effective in the long run, with political will and a commitment to peace and cooperation. African nations can navigate these security threats and build a more stable and prosperous future. Ni Omani, reporting for News Central Lagos.